On this week's rookie mistake, we're going to talk about soapy water mix for your spray bottle. Now, this has to be one of the most common things I see caulkers do, and it can actually come back and bite you in the ass really bad, and that is putting way too much soap in your spray bottle. So a lot of caulkers will use Morning Fresh in Australia because it's a really high concentrate, perfect soap for your soapy water mix. But you have to be a bit liberal with it. Putting too much soap in your soapy water mix can actually create a lot of problems that you might not be aware of. And trust me, I have learnt the hard way. And what this can do is actually create staining in certain substrates that you're spraying and caulking against, especially engineered oak floor. That seems to suck in a lot of moisture. It's quite porous. And same with a lot of different natural stones. You've got to be really careful with your natural stones because that will be porous, especially if it's not sealed, and it will draw that moisture in along with the soap. So if you have a really strong concentrate, this can create a lot of problems that you will either have to do heavy cleaning to get those marks out, or worst case scenario, those substrates have to be replaced. The other thing with a high concentrate soapy water mix, it can leave marks all down your walls and can build up on, say, your window reveals down the bottom corners and create a lot of staining along there as well. When it comes to soapy water mix, it's not the case of more equals better glide when you're caulking. It's actually less is more. So you want to be quite liberal with how much soap you put in that spray bottle. So using Morning Fresh, I'll do a little demonstration on how much soap I put in my spray bottles. So you fill up your spray bottle first with water so it doesn't suds up when you try and fill it. And then you add your soap. So that's enough there. And I generally go off the colour using Morning Fresh. So you want just like a nice pale green, really, really pale green. So even that, I'll be able to empty that 3 or 4 times halfway and then top that up, and that soapy spray will still be perfect for caulking. Now, where the rookie mistake comes into play is when your soapy water mix looks like this. So if you're running a soapy water mix and your bottle looks like that, you're running way too much soap. It's not benefiting you in any way, shape or form. So you want to dilute that down before it causes you any headaches or dramas that will cost you a lot of money to fix. Definitely try that more diluted soapy water mix, and you'll find that it works just as well. Sometimes it even works better. There's a sweet spot with your soapy water mix where you'll just get it right and the silicone actually won't stick to your icy pole stick or any of your tools. It will literally just fall off the end of it. That's your sweet spot. Running too much soap like that, you won't find that sweet spot until it's diluted right down. Also, builders, if you're seeing a caulker running around and they've got a glowing spray bottle like that, maybe pull them aside and have a little word to them and just say, hey, I think you need to dilute that down a little bit because you might be damaging some of the substrate that you're caulking to. That's it for this week's rookie mistake. Tune in for next week's and we'll see you there. Thanks, guys.